Now, how much of alcohol consumption can you say that is a safe drinking or a responsible kind of drinking? How much of alcohol consumption can someone say that is actually a responsible consumption? Is it 1 or 2 drinks a day? Is it drinking twice a week? Or is it working throughout the weekend and maybe working throughout the week, and maybe drinking a lot during the weekend? How much of alcohol consumption is actually a responsible kind of drinking? Number 2, other than the pleasure and a short-term relaxation, what are other benefits of alcohol consumption that you know of? Because I have been trying to do some research to try and actually find some of benefit of alcohol, especially to your system. But again, I realized that the more you drink it, regardless of the amount, even if it is little, it comes with pleasure that tries to give you an urge to drink more, to want more. Just like other ultra-processed foods, things like burgers, sausages, I don't know what is, there's something that is in them that somehow raises your dopamine levels that makes you to have the urge to take more. Personally, I don't have a problem with those taking alcohol. My problem is, does you know what alcohol does to your system? Even if you just leave an alcohol, it is important that you know something that you get into your system. What does it bring, or how does it changes the orientation of your body system in terms of how your system functions normally or abnormally. Some may say they just take wine, whiskey or whatever. Some take these traditional ones like changa and all that. But as you take that, it is important that you know what it actually does to your system that will make you feel the kind of imaginations, hallucinations that you normally feel. Sometimes it makes you feel very presidential, that it's like you own the world, and that is one of the things that most people like alcohol for. And at what point, or what are some of the reasons why most people drink? There are quite a good number or a good percentage of people that go to drink to relieve stress, maybe after a long period of working, maybe after so much problems and challenges. But does alcohol really make these stresses disappear? Does it make or solve these problems that we have that makes you go drinking? It can't be a family problem, it can be a work problem, some it's just a personal problem and all that makes you go take this kind of drinks, so that for a few hours you feel like everything is okay. You feel like you are just in your own world, free from any trouble. That is the reason why most people take alcohol. And remember, anything good or anything responsible that you are required to do, they won't want you to take alcohol before you do it. You will be warned not to drink while driving, or not to drive while drunk. You will be warned. No one will want you to come to their company to work when you are drunk. no one will want you to give them solutions when you are drunk. What then does alcohol does to humanity, or the value that it adds to you or to our health? That is something that I'm still trying to figure out. But for a moment, it is important that we try and get to understand what happens when you take alcohol. What happens when you take alcohol? Just like any other substances or any other foodstuff or other drinks, when you take alcohol through your mouth, and it begins the journey throughout your gut, just from the mouth, there is quite a small percentage that might be absorbed in your mouth, as the rest follows the normal digestive system all through to your stomach, where in the stomach a certain percentage will also get absorbed into your bloodstream. Then it narrows down to your small intestine, where now it is absorbed into your bloodstream, and now the metabolic process begins there. Why in the bloodstream? Arsenal being a foreign substance that is full of kind of a lot of toxic substances, it will be required to pass through your liver to undergo some kind of biotransformation and detoxification. Now, here is where the troubles and problems that alcohol comes with begins. Your liver has the ability to detoxify or metabolize a drink of alcohol for 1 hour. A drink of alcohol for 1 hour. Remember, a drink does not mean a session. A drink does not mean a glass of that alcohol drink. A glass of alcohol drink can have up to 5 drinks that you introduce into your system. So your liver has the capacity to metabolize, detoxify, by transform a drink of alcohol for up to 1 hour. So you can imagine that takes maybe 5 to 10 glasses or maybe 5 bottles and all that. How long does your body need to actually metabolize and transform it so that it be safe for your system? The end goal of your liver is to ensure that that alcohol that you drank is actually safe for your system. And the first thing that it will do, it will convert the alcohol compound into something that it called acetaldehyde. And here is where the main trouble now comes in. This conversation will be assisted by an hormone called ADH that represents alcohol dehydrogenase. Acetaldehyde is a very volatile compound. It is a very dangerous compound. It is a very toxic substance into your system, such that when it remains in that state for some times, then it can damage a lot of your organs. It can cause a lot of mutations within your system. It has carcinogenic properties. It has the capabilities of causing some of these cancers that comes with alcoholism. So this acetaldehyde is an aldehyde group, just as the formaldehydes, the formalin things and all that. And you can imagine how dangerous such substances are. Like I said, it is highly toxic. It is believed to be responsible for most of the hangovers that you will have few hours after your drink. That is the nausea, the vomiting, and all that. has the capability to damage your proteins. It causes mutation. It interferes with your cellular metabolism. It causes oxidative stress. And it is carcinogenic. And so when it remains in this state for some times, there are high chances that there are a lot of problems that is going to cause into your system. So from acetaldehyde, it is converted into acetate, which your body has the capability to manage very well, and it's not that harmful to your system. And from acetate, it is converted to water and carbon dioxide, which your body deals with very nicely. So depending on the quantity that you drink will determine the amount that will pass through the liver and the amount that directly go into bloodstream and into different organs, and that is including your brain, that will start causing the kind of hallucinations and all the things that you feel. So remember, when this alcohol is directly travels through your bloodstream into your different tissue cells and body organs without being made safe by your liver, then it causes a lot of problem to you. Can damage your liver, can damage your kidneys, it can cause a lot of problem in your brains and cause all those kind of troubles that you normally feel. That the excess amount. Then you realize that a person who drinks like maybe 1 or 2 drinks per day on a daily basis has actually a reduced risk of developing alcohol-induced disorders and problems as compared to this person who drinks a lot only maybe during the weekends. This person who drinks too much bottles and glasses of drinks during the weekend, it means that he can have a lot of problems as compared to this person who drinks 1 or 2 drinks per day. However, based on the process that alcohol takes into your system, the process that it undergoes, all of this group of people are at risk of developing all these kind of conditions. Then how safe are you with your drinking? Even me, I'm finding it hard to find the exact amount that is actually safe, or that is actually appears a responsible kind of drinking. Maybe it is responsible to the nature that you won't interfere with people around, but it is not responsible to your own self, any amount that you take. Because even if you take 1 or 2 drinks per day, in a week or in 7 days you are like 14 drinks or more, which is still harmful to you. And it puts your liver into a lot of work that it might not get enough time to deal with other substances that you also take in that are also require the functioning of your liver. So even as you drink, you need to be aware of what actually happens with these things that you take in. What do they actually bring into your system? Because the more you drink each and every day, the risk continually increases. The damages continually gets big and all that. But to your health, I'm yet to come across the benefits. Because maybe the benefits are actually within our imaginations and all that. Alcoholism. With alcoholism, you are at risk of developing hypertension. You are at risk of developing diabetes. You are at risk of developing kidney function. You are at kidney failure. You are at risk of destroying your liver. Remember, your liver is one of the organs in your body that has the capability of regeneration. However, when it is damaged to some extent, it fails to regenerate. And when it fails to regenerate, then it is just a matter of time before you are gone. There's nothing that can be done. Maybe a liver transplant can work. But that involves a lot of things. So even as you drink, know what you drink. Know what it does to your system. Know the risk that it puts you into. And try to protect your organs. Try to protect your system. Try to be responsible, not to interfere with those around you and all that. Also be responsible to yourself. Be responsible to your health. Thank you, and keep watching for more.